I spent my 10,000 hours in crypto marketing. And in this video, I want to express my confession within 10 main bullet points, so you can consider that as a holy grail that is encrusted with a bunch of mistakes I've made with my team along the way. We spend the millions of dollars in ads, for KOLs and other traffic sources, and we've been helping founders to solve a bunch of use cases across the board, from hey guys, we have a launch in 2 weeks but now community is 0, to something like hey, no one is using our product even though we spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars on the KOLs, like paid ads and shilling and advertising and content and podcasts and personal brand and da. Nothing really worked. Each time we were able to dig deep and cracking the code of something we called the science of building the community. Something we call the new era of the internet, Web3. And in Web3, we really sell this sense of belonging first. Whereas Web2 marketing sells you, hey, come and buy, hey, come and purchase, hey, come and become our customer. That's a bullshit. So now, 10 main bullet points for you, my friend, to understand how the game is really played here in Web3 crypto marketing. So first one, 1 times 0 still 0. Unless you have a fundamental, unless you have a base, you can't find your multiplier. What I mean by saying that, well, if you have a 0 product, good marketing will kill you faster than give you some ROI positive kind of the feedback loop. If you don't have anything valuable where you can supply people with this bunch of the really good use cases they are looking for, it's better not to start doing marketing. Do you understand what I'm saying here? 1 times 0 still 0. So find your base, and then question number 2, how you make this distribution. That's really important. The next up here to understand is no one really cares unless there is something called green candles on the chart. We live in the attention economy, right? So attention signalizes you whether people actually care. And if you've got some attention in Web3, it's been expressed of more and more people are becoming your community members. If they actually care by being community members, well, sooner or later, they might hop on the train of your token. So they would buy into. The more people are buying, more green candles are appearing on the chart. So I saw across the board hundreds of projects with zero intrinsic value. But still, they were able to ramp up an amazing marketing campaign and hit 10 million, 50, $100 million market cap. How come that was possible? If you think about this, well, you come up with the conclusion that they were good enough at building something we call perceived value. The marketing, the viral message, and the actual narrative. So the third point here is you need to understand, how do you really build the narrative? How do you really build the story? What's your hero story? And if you've got this right, does it resonate with people? Does it resonate with your token holders? Does that make them diamond-handed forever? So your narrative is like all about emotional sentiment, and then you can spray this message across the variety of social medias, across the platforms that you're active on, and then you'll find your followers, then you'll find your evangelists. That's extremely important. People are not buying specs. People are buying emotions. Thus, people are buying the state of mind. I don't buy the picture on the wall. I don't even buy the picture on my phone from this picture on the wall. I buy the state of mind, my emotional sentiment. So each time I'm crossing my room and taking a look at the wall, I'm just, feeling absolutely happy and blessed, and I am abiding in the good emotional frequency level. So the fourth point here is 10x better or go to school kid. Switching costs are through the roofing right now. If you want someone to switch to your platform, to your solution, to your product, you have to offer something that at least 10 times better than their existing solution. So means if I want to change my car, you as a car dealer have to create the offer for me that at least 10 times better in terms of speed, in terms of rotation, in terms of flexibility, in terms of driving mode, in terms of like electronics across the board and everything in that sort. So then I can switch to your solution. And crypto really thrives whereby the community really has this question, why didn't we do that before? I mean, that was so obvious. And then you appear in front of them and saying, oh, halas, now we're ready to hustle. That's important. So the fifth data set for you here is community is the business. The one single most important criteria in every Web3 business is community. If you're ready, if you understand how the community is being built, you are having more chances to win. Your odds are increasing. Why? Well, because you hacked the game of distribution. I've seen a bunch of founders building the best Lamborghini in garage whereby no one was able to see that. So guess what? People were all just, falling behind because they didn't get this. Because the founder didn't solve the initial point of creating demand, whereby community is something where you build the culture first. If that culture is resonating, people are joining. Then the next up is, regardless and really not taking so much consideration for this meme coin hype, you need to understand that memes are greater than marketing, because memes, this is the symbol that is being encrusted in the one simple piece of content and delivered to your final consumer, whereby he or she, this person really feels something, feels the gratitude toward this. And so the meme can be better than the thousands of dollars or, in some cases, millions of dollars spent for ads. Because when you think about the meme in the simplest form has the most powerful structure in terms of the actual sense and meaning and the narrative delivering. So if the cat does meow, well, I understand that. If all your specs and all your features in the project, take for example Jupiter. So there are cats, there are cat multiverse. And they do now, and this is something where they are just making a bunch of memes around, so they're gathering folks more effectively. You know what I'm saying here? Just plug into this data set and get your piece of outcomes on the table from doing that. The seventh point here is mystic wins minds. Why? Well, when you think about this, the main idea of when you over-explaining things to your audience, it's like making it less attractive, so to speak. But when you are playing this a little bit ambiguous game, when you're playing this like speculation and a little bit of movement and this space in the room, so they can create their own thought by supplying something you've built, you've brought for them, right? But when you explain everything from A to Z, well, it turns into the really mathematic lesson. And people want to, get their own hints, and people want to build the narrative from the pieces of puzzles that you essentially supply them with. So the eighth one here is really all about the fear, because that's the most important and I would say the most frequently experienced emotion in the game of marketing. Well, you would say no happiness, no love, no excitement, no joy, no whatever else. But I would say fear, because when you analyze the most successful campaigns across the board, you'd come up to one simple piece of technique. Marketers, they shall be good enough at frightening people a bit. It calls FOMO, fear of missed opportunities. The first word here is fear. So you are putting something valuable in front of people and making sure that they understand that there's a scarcity on that. So that's why they express the fear of being late, and then that's why they are actually making a decision right now. They are joining the code, right? And then this fear really bootstraps the perceived value of the project, because if there is less supply and always growing demand, guess what's happening? The price tends to go up. That's really important when you cross that in your marketing campaigns. The ninth data set here is you need to understand that the hype is sort of renewable resource. So don't be so carried away with this first launch that you are making and inciting everything right there, like loading all your clip in this one shot. Maybe you will miss, who knows, but make sure the cycle and the wheel keeps spinning. So launch, maintain the attention you've got, monetize that, do this again. So you need to really understand how to relaunch, repeat, readjust, refresh, and do these things to be able to make your marketing always green, always attractive for the new customers, for the new whoever you've got there. And 10th, the last but not the least, we slightly touched that in this video, is you need to really make sure people are feeling this gratitude towards what you do expressed in belonging. We all are social creatures, so we want to feel expressed, we want to feel understood, we want to feel unified, and to find your tribe is the best solution. And this we call in Web3 community. So the community really answers all those questions. So if you're able to build the culture, if you're able to actually deliver a perceived value for them, well, it puts you 100 jumps ahead of a curve, whereby you're gonna be the one who is leading the people by the hand to make their life a better choice. That's a wrap of this video. I hope you like those 10 main points that I highlighted here throughout the video about the marketing, crypto marketing experience we've got by launching a bunch of projects from the big ecosystems, like we were doing in marketing and the brand awareness campaigns for Hedera, number 18th as of now in the coin market cap, to like smaller projects, to different industry, RWA, infrastructure, and then DeFi, and then centralized exchanges, and then like metaverses, and then gaming, and then meme coins. And guess what? These simple principles can be applied everywhere. So use them and elevate your marketing game. By the way, if you like the video, hit the like button here, and also subscribe to the channel right now so you're not gonna be missing any of the future content. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bless you all.